Hello again. What we just had before was you can run this. The original sprite has its own script for the original when the game starts. The clones have their own scripts, which when I create them, they do and they don't do the original thing. Uh, so now let's talk about, let's say you're going to make copies of bad guys, and each one had a number like their health. When the well, Let me show you what I mean. So let's say this is a number, we'll just call it health. I'm going to make a variable so I can store a value in the variable and we'll put it up there. Uh, we will, at the start of the game, set the health to, I don't know, 1. And I'm just going to put a change health by 1 when I make a clone. And then for both the original and the clone, I'm going to have them say their health so that we can see what they do. So we got this new variable called health, and that both the clones and the original are going to say what the health is, and they're going to do the same thing. This thing's going to move and change colors, but it's also going to have a little talk bubble saying what its health is. The original is going to do that because it's here, but so are the clones. Each of the clones are going to also say health, whatever that is, just like that talk bubble you see there. Right here. So we're going to, now when we create a clone, the health goes up by 1. So let's watch that. He's got 1 health. I make a clone. It had 2 health, but so does now the player. So even though this happened in only the clone ran this block, which made the health go up, but the player, this is what we call a global variable because it affects the whole game, the whole program. And so the player, his health is that health, so they're the same health. That's not necessarily what we would want if you were cloning a bunch of bad guys and you want your player to chop them down one by one. You want to take one out, lower his health, then go to another who still has max health and you lower that one and get rid of him. So they need to have their own variables. So I'm going to make another variable now, and we're going to get rid of health. And I'll change that in a second. We'll just call this HP for like hit points. It's the same as health. But now I'm clicking this for this sprite only. So this was for all sprites. This is for this sprite only. So now I'll make one more sprite. It's bananas. When I click on bananas and I see, okay, it has no scripts, it also doesn't have HP because I didn't define the variable for that sprite. This is only for the ball. And when we make a clone, well, you'll see what happens. I'm going to get rid of delete this clone so that the clones don't delete. They stay there. They put bananas out of the way. Shut up, bananas. Okay, here we go. I'm going to run it. Whoops, I forgot. I got to put HP so that they say what the hit points are. And instead of health, we're going to put HP here. So it works just the same, but so the clone will knock the HP out, but both the original and the clone will say the HP. Clone, clone. Oh, it made another clone. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Let me just do 1, I guess. Okay, that's good. So what you see is that even the way this shows up, this variable HP, it shows you that it's just for the ball, not the bananas. But notice that the original sprite has its own HP. And the clone copies the value of that when it's made. But when it runs change HP, it does it only for itself. not the original. So that's going to be pretty useful for you too. So have fun with that.